Today I'm going to teach you how to play Goodness of God in any key. I'll be demonstrating in the key of C because it's easiest for beginners, but I'll also have the numbers displayed so that you can play this in any other key. If you were playing this song in the key of G, for example, when I play a 5, you would play a D. A big way I build dynamically is with the pad filter, which you'll see being adjusted as I adjust the knobs on my MIDI keyboard. If you like the sound of these tones or want to see how it works, I'll have my Ableton worship template linked in the description below. Before we start the playthrough, I want to talk through the main parts of Goodness of God and what we'll be playing in each part. So in verse 1 of the actual recording, piano is technically out and it's just acoustic guitar and backing pad, but for most church contexts with smaller teams, it's probably more useful to stay in as a keys player. So at verse 1, I'll be doing shortcut chord formations, and if you don't know what those are just quick, simple chords that I talk about in this video here. When we get to chorus 1, I'm going to move to low chord inversions, so I'll be playing low on the keyboard. At verse 2, I'm going to be mimicking the melody with my right hand while playing chords with that melody line on top. This is very common in worship music where you mimic melodies of upcoming parts or of whatever the main melody is singing, and so while we mimic that, we're still playing chords throughout that melody, and so matching your chord to the melody that you're playing. For example, in Goodness of God, I will sing. That sing note is a C, and so I'm going to play an F chord with that C on top. Now you don't have to worry about that too much. Just playing chords while mimicking the melody is plenty great. At chorus 2, I'm going to use the Lord method with my right hand, and the pad filter will be moving up. Now if you're not familiar with the Lord method, this is one of the most game-changing tips as a worship piano player, and you can check out that video here to get all the info about that. Once we move into the bridge, the song is still staying big, and we're going to stay in that Lord method, but we're going to add some arpeggio in and out variations. This arpeggio movement really adds to the movement and big dynamic build of the song. So I love to use arpeggios during big bridges, big choruses, and that's why I'm including it here in the bridge. And then finally, for our final chorus, we'll drop down again to shortcut chord formations lower on the keyboard. Alright, and finally, before we get into the playthrough, if you are newer to worship piano and want to fast track your piano playing, I just launched a brand new worship piano online course. This course takes you through all of the main concepts you need to go from beginner to on a worship team fast and simple. And I'm really excited to finally have all this information consolidated into one spot. You can check that course out on my website. It will be linked in the description below. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the playthrough. listen to the pads as I adjust this tone knob. You can see this movement does a lot to build the dynamics of the song. If you'd like a tour of my complete worship key setup, check out this video.